guys, I'm going to be making another famous Vietnamese soup, and it's called bacca. It kind of sounds like bacca, bacca. I think it kind of sounds like a crow, doesn't it? But it's a Vietnamese beef soup, and I purchased everything here that you see on the table this morning at the supermarket for about $20. I already had some items at home, so the total cost for this should be somewhere like around $30 for you if you should decide to make it. And the first thing I bought was this beef here. You can see on my phone. I took a picture for you so you can see what it looks like. And when you go to the supermarket, it looks like that. And in front of the meat, you'll see this sign right here. It says beef drop flank. Now, if you don't want to use this beef because I kind of like it, it has a little bit of fat on it, you can use the beef shank instead. This alone was $9.90. The first thing we're going to need to do is wash our beef and then cut it into bite-sized pieces, whatever size that you want to cut it, and then marinate it for at least a couple hours. Alright, I just got done cutting up my beef into bite-sized pieces. The bigger the piece, then it's going to take longer to cook, so I made mine just bite-sized pieces here. Now we're going to add, it's time to marinate it, and I'm going to add 1 spoon of sugar. Just about 1 spoon, not quite. I still have some left here. Now I'm going to add about 1 spoon of salt. Next, I'm going to add a bag of this bacca spices right here. This is the 2-ounce bag, and this bag was 99 cents in here. Okay, so in the bag of right here, the bag of spices, in the back, the ingredients are paprika, anise, garlic, chili, onion, ginger, and cloves. And that's why I like to use this bag. It's convenient. It's got all the spices that you need. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of fish sauce to this. Like that. Mix it all up. And the last item I'm going to add to this is we'll need some noddle seed oil, which is this here. Here's some noddle seeds. You can see I have some oil on the bottom of my pan here, as you can see. And now I'm going to add about a spoon of the noddle seeds. There we go. Do it with one hand. Don't move away. Come back, come back. Alright, here we go. There, so all we need is 1 spoon. And we're going to basically wait for it to bleed. You can kind of see it's on medium heat right now, like a medium high. And you're going to see it bleed like a dark color. Once it's done bleeding and you see the oil change color to like a dark red, then we're done. So it's very quick. It only takes like a minute. Just let it change. Wait, look at the color on the seeds. When it turns like a dark color, then you can turn off the heat. Alright, we can go ahead and turn it off now. What you're going to get, the oil here, and just discard the seeds, which I have already done. And we're going to pour this oil onto our beef. Like that. And we're going to mix it all up. Now the beef is done. We just need to marinate it, put it in the fridge for a few hours. Minimum, I say 2 hours minimum. And then we can cook it. So while my beef is in the refrigerator marinating, I'm just going to wash and cut everything up. I'm going to start with the carrots. We need to peel and then slice them. I just got done cutting up my carrots, and I used the whole bag because my son loves carrots. And I just happened to cut them in this shape, like a circular shape. But if you want, you can cut them into rectangular or even diagonally. I mean, just whatever shape you want to cut them. But it just makes it easier for my kids to eat if I cut them like this. Next, I'm going to wash my tomatoes, and these are Roma tomatoes. I'm just going to cut them and wash them first, and then cut them into quarters. And here we are. The tomatoes are done as well. I just basically cut one end of the tomato off and then cut them in quarters lengthwise. Now I know that the traditional bacall recipe does not have fresh tomatoes in it, but I really like it. My mom will sometimes do it with the fresh tomatoes, and that's why I'm gonna use it. But if you don't want to use it, that's fine. Just leave it out. If you do want to use it, the fresh tomatoes, then just add as many as you like. Now for the lemongrass. Okay, I purchased the lemongrass this morning like this, and it was 99 cents for a bunch, but I'm not going to use them all. I'm going to use about probably 3 stalks. So I have chopped off about 2/3 of the top of the lemongrass, as you can see right here, and a little bit from the bottom, and also removed a few of the outer leaves that was kind of like sticking out. And now we're just going to cut them into about maybe 2 inches, like so. Okay, you'll need something to flatten the lemongrass, and I'm just going to use the back of my cleaver here and just do it like this. And if you don't have something like this, you know what, you can even use a hammer. Why not, right? Anything that will flatten it, because it's kind of hard, so whatever works. I just minced up my garlic. Now we need to peel the ginger and slice it up. Now for the ginger, just like the carrots, you can cut it up any size you want. You can grate it if you want, completely up to you. This is how I'm gonna do mine. Next are the herbs. I'm going to wash everything. Basically for the Thai basil, that's all you have to do is wash it and then just set it aside. For the green onions and cilantro, you want to chop them. Here is my chopped green onions and cilantro. And here's a look at everything once again. That's all done. There you are. I also have my can of tomato paste ready and opened. And this is the 6 ounces, the small size. We'll need some sliced jalapenos and limes as well. We need that for garnishing. There we are. What I also have ready here is 1 cinnamon stick, a couple of star anise, and some bay leaves. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly cook my tomatoes just until they're a little soft. I went ahead and placed some oil at the bottom of my pan, and it should be hot, so let me go ahead and put the tomatoes in. Grab a spatula here. I'm going to add, hold on. So it is on like a medium-high heat. Okay, so I'm just now going to add a spoon of sugar. And just a little bit of salt. That's good enough. Mix it up. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn off the heat, and we will set this aside. We'll use this for later. Next step here is to cook the meat, and remember, the minimum marinating time should be at least 2 hours. Overnight would be the best, or you can just marinate for a couple hours. And this really should be done, because there's so much meat that it really should be done in 2 batches. But I'm just gonna throw it all into one one pan because I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna throw in the garlic and ginger. And the heat is on high. Now I'm going to add the lemongrass. And this stuff here. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and add the meat now. And I am cooking this on high heat the entire time. This is going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to turn off the camera. Okay, I've cooked this for about 4 minutes now, something like that. And now I'm going to add the tomato paste right here. There it is. There's the tomato paste right there on top. So it's time to mix everything in. And once you put the tomato paste in, just cook it for like another 2 minutes. And we'll set the meat aside. Make sure I just mix it in well. So now would be a good time to turn off the heat. We're going to set this aside. Go. Okay, I'm going to be using a huge pot today because that's a lot of meat. And I don't have a pot that's going to be... it's going to overflow when I cook it in a smaller pot. So I'm going to use the big one, and it's filled with about half, yeah, that's probably about half a pot of water right there. So I'm just going to wait for it to come to a boil before I add my beef. Alright, my water has finally come to a boil, so let me go ahead and add my beef. I just added my beef into my pot, and I also added a little bit of water to the bottom of my wok because you see all that stuff here, all the seasoning and stuff. You want to get some of the into your pot as well. So just there you go. Try to get as much of that seasoning in. There we go. You don't want to waste that, do you? Okay, so now we can add our tomatoes that we had cooked earlier. And here they are. Okay, my tomatoes are now in, and you can see right there the beef, the tomatoes, and all the seasonings. Now we're gonna add fish sauce and sugar. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna add like no, I'm gonna start out with 1 spoon first, and then I'm gonna add some fish sauce here to taste. So just, alright, that's good enough. And we're gonna let this come back to a boil again before we lower the heat and then simmer it. And then later on we can give it another taste test when the meat is almost done. If you need to adjust your soup, if it's too bland, just add salt or fish sauce. If not sweet enough, add some sugar. If it's too salty, add water. We'll adjust it later. So let me wait for this to come back to a boil. Alright, so my soup is just about to come to a boil, but I see some foam at the top. So get a skimmer and skim some of that foam out of the soup, like so. Like that. Alright, finally the soup has come to a boil. So let's go ahead and lower the heat. We're going to simmer it until the meat is tender and place the lid on top. There, we'll check back on it later. Alright, so place the lid on and simmer it, but leave like a little gap, as you can see right there. Don't completely close it, and don't forget to skim off some of the foam there if there is any. Oops, I'm gonna leave a gap. Okay, it's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes, I believe, since I started simmering the soup, and the meat still is not done yet. But I will go ahead and add my carrots here. Okay, and we will continue to simmer it until the meat is nice and soft. I just sliced a yellow onion. It's thinly sliced. That's what we're going to need for the noodle soup. Okay, the soup has now been simmering for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I just tasted. You can now taste and adjust your soup if you want to. Let me just taste it again. Yeah, it definitely needs some fish sauce and maybe a little bit more sugar. So let me add another spoon of sugar and some more fish sauce. Okay, and then just let it kind of just mix it in. You're gonna taste and adjust again. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, definitely getting there. Let me try it again. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to give it a little bit more fish sauce in there because I'm using such a big pot. So, okay, and you in. Okay, so I think it's almost done. I'm going to give it a little bit more time and check back on it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more fish sauce to get a little bit more flavor. Alright, that should be good enough. Taste and adjust again. Just keep tasting and adjusting. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. There we go. Alright, so that's basically all that the soup needed was more fish sauce. So if the soup is bland, just add more fish sauce, or you can use salt as well. 2.5 hours I've been simmering the soup, and it's finally done. Here we are. Let's take a look here. There we are. A bunch of fat in that one. See, there we go. That's what it's going to look like 3.5 hours later. So now it's time to ladle some into a bowl. Alrighty, here is my baka. This one's actually for my son. My kids like to eat baka with French bread, but I like to eat mine with noodles. And what I have here, I just garnished it with some of the chopped green onions and the Thai basil and cilantro, and now I'm going to put some black pepper right on top, and there you have it. Oh, that's a lot of pepper on that one. It's okay, they'll dunk the Thai basil into the soup anyways. So there we go. This is what it looks like. For the baka, you can eat it with French bread. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you were to eat this with noodles. I had some leftover noodles from the last time I made pho, so that's the noodle that I'm going to use to eat with my beef stew tonight. Okay, so now I need to cook my noodles. Once the water has come to a boil, Then you can add your noodles and just cook it for about 10 to 15 seconds and take it out. So here is my bowl of beef stew. And again, we need to add some black pepper. Like that. And because I'm eating the noodles, I'm going to add the sliced onions. And again, we're going to add some of the chopped green onions. That's a big piece right there. Let me take that one out. And chopped cilantro. And now I'm going to add some Thai basil. There we are, Thai basil is now on, and we're going to add some sliced jalapenos. And we're going to squeeze a little bit of lime right on top. Like so. And there we have it. This is my bowl of Vietnamese beef stew, bacca with noodles. So there. So you have a choice. You can eat it with the noodles or like this with the French bread. Okay, so there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. I have lots of cooking videos out there. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you later, alligator. Bye.